Hello. Thanks for tuning in today. I've been doing a lot of Facebook Lives lately and I've really enjoyed it. Say hello in a comment. And where are you tuning in from? What part of the world? And what time is it where you are? It's in the afternoon here in Utah. Spring is trying to peek its lovely self into our weather system here, but we keep going back to uh, cloudy skies. And where I live, it turns into snow because I do live at a high elevation. But I am excited to talk about something today that you've heard me talking a lot more about, especially the last few years. And I purposely stayed in my workout clothes. I've got a pair of yoga pants on there, but I did a spin cycle class today. I'm very committed to my cardio in my efforts to stay well and age well. And spin class is it's going to kick your butt if you've never done one. And you stay with the instructor at the pace they're going. So if you want something hard to do, try spin class. But that's not why I'm here today. I wanted to share it probably was the first thing I did 7 years ago when I noticed I had been looking for solutions in this, it had been within the year or two that this showed up, that I really was aware how quickly I was aging. I was aging very rapidly. If you go to my dressingyourtruth.com, in fact, I'm going to bring that page up to show you the before and after I show on that page on the anti-aging sales page. I was aging so rapidly. My skin was tanking. I had major problems with my lower body. There was a time when we were on a family reunion in 2017 at the San Diego Zoo, and I could not walk anymore. My lower back pain, my legs, my plantar fascia, all of them were just firing, and I couldn't walk. I had to have an electric cart. I have a picture of that. But this was an effort now. One of the things that I believe in is I have two things, and I shared this yesterday on our Dressing Your Truth, on our Healing Center coaching call. Two things that have really made a massive difference in my being able to create a experience of reverse aging. And that's a legit thing. That is spoken of in the longevity science world. Have you heard of it? I'm not just saying that, hey, we should be trying to stay young. You want to age well. In fact, that is my goal. That's my agenda. It's not, I'm fine being the age I am at 66. It's not about staying young, being youthful, looking younger. It's about aging well, being smart about it. And at the time, this particular resource showed up in my life. And it was just like the heavens parted and telling me, you need this. This impression was so strong. And the two things that I rely on very strongly are my faith, knowing God's got my back, and my belief in my body's capacity to be well. I believe our body ultimately wants to be fit and healthy, that its biochemical design, the programming that it holds innately in its own, the consciousness of my body is it wants to be fit and healthy. It wants to be well. It wants to be strong. It wants to feel good. It isn't designed to be sick, to be inflamed, to be tired. It isn't designed for, and that's why the price we pay when we neglect certain things is so heavy at the physical level, that our bodies are sending messages to us. In fact, I have a really great section in my book, Mastering Affluence, called How to Create Physical Affluence. And I talk in detail about these things, about the body's potential and how to get into alignment with really working with it, to start listening to your body, to empower it, to give it an advantage. And it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's taken me, close to a decade to really turn things around, but I have been able to reverse age myself. I would say around 55 to 58, I was clocking in metabolically. When you look at your metabolic age, that means, well, what based on sort of the standards of health, just by a kind of regular, normal person's aging references, what age is your body clocking in at? And around 55 to 58, I was probably clocking in around 10 years older than I was metabolically. Now, I actually just did a test on my metabolic age, and I came in at 50. So I wore this because what I'm going to talk to you about today, one of the first things that I incorporated way before I got into well, not way before, but very quickly after that, I started to research the skincare stuff, what works, what doesn't. And many of you seen this photo in this one, where you see the before and after. This one I'm about somewhere around 55, that time period. This was last year, this other one. And the skincare products have made a huge difference. But what I want to talk to you today is that we took our collagen off the market several months ago. If you've gone in our store, it's said out of stock. Well, the reason we did that is we've been working on a new formulation. That there was some opportunity for improvement based on what I'd learned, what I really wanted to ingest. I tried the full vegan, whole foods, plant-based diet for a good solid 6 months. My body has instructed me that I'm okay eating clean, grass-fed meats at a minimal amount in small quantities, maybe 2-3 times a week. And I'm about 80% plant-based in the particular. So I was okay formulating a new collagen that had a little more influence from those proteins and the collagen from animals. And the first thing that I did that really put me on this path, in 2017, we were in Austin, Texas. Vital Proteins had just come out on the market. They were the first company to launch collagen as a supplement in a powdered form. I was at a paleo conference in Austin, Texas, because paleo, if you look at the history of kind of like the fad diets and these are more based in science, though. Paleo is a basically whole foods approach to eating, and then keto, it had a small window, then keto kicked into gear, and it really left paleo in the dust. But we were eating a paleo based diet, went to the conference, and in the trade show exhibition hall, I'm walking up and down the aisles, and there's a gentleman there holding these little sample cups of what it was the Vital Proteins collagen mixed in water. My body just beelined it over to that. Like, I really felt a pull to it that my body needs this. I need to be taking this. I invested in the product there. It was the only one on the market. Now they're all over. I mean, you can buy them at Costco. You can buy them they're become a really popular item. And I've taken collagen. I'd say I could probably count on 2 hands the days I've missed ingesting it, that it has become a staple in my diet since then. And the thing about collagen is we stop producing it as we age. It really slows down the production. And so the supplementation of it can be critical for many reasons, for joint health, skin, hair, and nails, 100%. I started losing after I got COVID. One of my COVID side effects was hair loss right around my temples here. You can still see a little bit of the pattern that it just kept. I'm like, my hair is like, I have a ton of hair, but it was becoming quite a concern when it was coming out. How did I know? My tile in my bathroom floor is light enough. I would see all this hair. I'm like, what's going on? And I know the collagen has helped remedy, and there's a lot of regrowth now, and it's filled in quite a bit of it. So I'm happy about that. Huge, huge influencer in my skin. Now, I wore this particularly because this area gets highly damaged due to sun exposure, and it is it's thin skin, and it's one of the, this is your second face, your décolleté. First face, second face, third face. This are all this, and I'm going to include the neck in this. Now, I have some great products. Then my neck restoring cream is phenomenal. But if you're not working on things from the inside, your outside approach is going to be compromised. So I want to introduce you today to our new improved collagen. Drum roll, please. And we're going to put the picture of it up because I yet to have it in my household. In fact, and look at it is in a bag now, not a canister. The scoop's better. It's easier to, that's one thing I never liked about mine. It was hard to get out. It has in more servings. You will pay a little bit more, but it breaks down to be less per serving at the price point we have it. And you can see all the improved qualities of it. There's no added hormones, antibiotics, pesticides. It's non-GMO. We did hear from people our previous one had a bit of a flavor aspect to it. This is completely flavorless. It's better to mix it with in a blender if you're doing it in a protein drink. A lot of people put it in their tea, their coffee, and I've yet to try just putting it in a shaker bottle with cool water. I'm going to test that out myself, that it doesn't get gummy or anything, but it is a better product. And I love our packaging. This is so beautiful. It is, my designer is just excellent. He's got I always say his commentates are my high level tastes. He likes nice things in life. So all that he does for us looks very nice. All our emails, our website. So we now have this available in the store. It is, if you're not doing a collagen, ingesting one, and I have to, this is a call out for you it's a thank you and a call out. I know you can go buy this at like Walmart, yet Walmart is not being affected by the current economy as much as Live Your Truth. I promise you that. We're a very small company, so any purchase you make from us matters beyond you may not, in today's world, small businesses have gotten hit hard with the economy. We are no exception. In the last year, I had to lay off 4 employees because we've had to cut back. I've taken a major salary cut. And I'm not, this isn't a boo-hoo, me whining. I get it. We carry on. We do what we do because we feel called. We have a mission. Our company values are very clearly stating that. And yet, in order for us to make it, we need to have you purchase from us. So any purchase you make is just so appreciated. It really is our sustaining factor. So if you're wanting to try a collagen, I know you can trust mine and my products because I have a very high standard. I wouldn't recommend anything. You got to know me. I make what I want and I share it with you. It's like, what do I need? Because I've had enough bumps in the road and roadblocks to have to seek things out to find solutions. And that is one benefit you get with me is I'm you. I am that consumer. I'm not a part of a big corporation or a big entity. I'm a gal that has had a tremendous amount of challenges in her life that's had to overcome them. Every body of work that I teach, every book I've written, I live by. It has been my blessing, my benefit. So that is available right now in the anti-aging section. We do sell it. And this is when we aren't a supplement company. And so we questioned even carrying collagen. I didn't. I told my CEO, I said, if we want to see women get the most benefit from our skincare products, then we need to supply them with the inner resource they need to make up that difference. They're working, compounding together. the inner benefit of the collagen. Did you know it actually can help repair your gut as well? That was something I just recently learned as I was working with our formulators to determine what we were um, putting in this new and improved version of it. And it was interesting to me that that was actually, I'm going to read you what they sent me on that one. Hang on, I've just got to pull up the email. Gut health. Nourish your gut and support digestive wellness with the help of collagen. It promotes a healthy gut lining, which is essential for optimal digestion and nutrient absorption. Obviously, muscle repair and recovery, the youthful glow, skin health, and joint health. So, if you have a history in your genetic history of any kind of osteoporosis or bone conditions, then you need to take preventative measures. Because the interesting thing I've learned over my years of studying longevity and wellness and aging well is that they factor our genetics about 8 to 10% in how much power they have in playing out what happens. If you do absolutely nothing to help prevent what you're genetically inclined for, and you actually do things that will empower it, you give it so much more capacity to play out for you. And so anything you know about your family history and health is to your advantage to know I'm prone to that. I can definitely keep it at bay, and I can prevent it if I take the measures that support that. And I know collagen's a big player in that. And so we hope you'll purchase some from us. Does anyone have any questions about our product, about collagen? I think I've been really clear why I sell it. And I'm a user at a high level. It's a standard supplement in my world. Well, if we have any, Colleen will text me those. Now, the second thing I wanted to share, and this was a surprise. This is another, it was a tactic. Well, people would like to know how to take it, what it can mix with. Any liquid. You put it in stuff too. You can put it in a pudding. I mean, you can mix it in your cereal. You eat oatmeal. Heat does not affect it. So you can put it in solid foods like oatmeal. I would probably not mix it in with the only kind of cold cereal I eat are keto crunch is something, but I eat it minimally with some oatmeal. I'd probably want to keep it with some, you could put it in some soup. You can put it in a shaker bottle. This is a mixture right now of collagen powder. I take emergency one packet a day, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. Then I take another product that I'm not going to get into here called Timeline for purposes of the benefits it gives you in the aging realm. But that is just a staple for me every morning. Oh, and electrolytes. So I mix that in my shaker bottle, and I usually drink that. I'm a little behind because I didn't get it made as early today, but that's usually gone by noon. Like I'll drink a half of it and then I'll come back to it after I work out. So, but I want to show you, if I can find this here, this dramatic before and after, in my opinion, of my décolleté. And I will say it's not just the collagen that did the work. It was really my anti-aging body lotion, which I have a bottle sitting here. And this is a great gift item for Mother's Day, by the way. I carry them in my car now. I was at my chiropractor this morning. I've seen him for decades. He does functional medicine testing. We narrow in what supplements I need. And his front desk gal, I thought, I got to give her a bottle. She's always so nice to me and so kind and supportive. And she was so excited because she was dealing with some hormonal thing on her face. And I said, well, this bakuchiol oil is the secret ingredient that seems to know how to target any imbalance in skin and start to repair it. So I've heard so many different stories now of it helped with this, it helped with this. It seems to just innately know your skin needs help and it does the job. I may not find that, but I have a really great before and after of how this was getting all crepey and wrinkled, and now it's really quite smooth. My arms are really pretty smooth too, because that's where I saw it right away. These are scars from mountain bike falls, but I started to see how crepey my skin was on my arms, above the knees, the arms, the forearms, and the décolleté right here. I use the neck restoring cream at night, but in the morning, I put in the anti-aging body lotion there, and it's really great. Any other questions? The price is $39.97 for a 40-day supply, so you're basically paying $1 a day for that. Well, the other thing I wanted to share that became sort of a surprise to me in my longevity wellness strategy, my empowered aging strategy, was Style School. Now, I know you've heard me talk a lot about this the last couple weeks, yet there was a benefit that I hadn't considered. We've been putting out some of the messaging is, don't look outdated, stay updated. And again, it can be, the reflex can easily be, it's about the clothes and, looking fashionable is about having the right look. And I'm like, well, no, in my world, it's about self-care and it's about self-empowerment and taking time to support my well-being, because I look in the mirror and I want to really appreciate what I see. I want to be grateful for what I see. I want to give thanks for what I see. I don't want to put myself down. I don't want to be discouraged. I don't want to be picking myself apart, because none of that's going to add up to anything, but energetically add more of the same, because your thoughts influence form. Your thoughts affect outcomes. So if I'm thinking all that negativity, I'm adding to the dilemma. Well, little did I know how much Style School, in challenging myself to try different trends true to my type, how to incorporate them true to me, how to tweak them, how to curate them, would add to the value of my aging experience. And I said recently, he was in the coaching call yesterday, that I said, Style School has added to my aging experience to make it even more spectacular. And I meant that adjective, spectacular. Like, it's fun. It's a good challenge. It keeps you engaged with yourself. It helps you love yourself more. It helps you try new things. It helps you look more current. I guarantee you're treated different as an aging woman. Let's show those pictures of me, Colleen. Okay, I'm going to be treated differently out there in the public world looking like this than if I just gave no care. And do I care about how people treat me? I think we all do to a certain degree, but it's not for others that I choose to make myself up or have fun with fashion. This is a outfit I put together for a reel I haven't published yet, that's showing again our type 3 greens and a preppy look, how I made a preppy look work for a type 3. And there's just an attitude shift, man, when you do this. And when you have an attitude shift, people respect you. They appreciate you. They want to engage with you. They see there's someone that cares about themselves, which is a great role model. And of course, I've shared frequently about the value of this. If you have daughters, and granddaughters that you're a role model for, whether you like it or not, I can't tell you how many younger women in their 40s are saying to me, I want to age like you, not like my mom. And I think, well, grateful I can be a role model for you, since your mom's not being a role model. Because I don't think they understand the power and effect of that, the influence we have as older women to a younger generation. So we can take that down. I had someone on my YouTube channel leave this comment last week. She said, Love Style School. I'm a new lifestyle member. As a retired nurse who worked in psychiatric facilities, it was interesting to see the women give up on dressing and expressing themselves when depressed and suddenly dressing up when the meds kicked in. It makes me feel 100% present when dressing my truth. See, so does dressing your truth have an effect on your mood and actually your mental well-being? I believe it does, because anything we do that supports self-care and I'm worth it, I value myself, will affect our mental health. So that's kind of it's not like let's do style school because it's part of the aging experience. It'll benefit us. It was sort of caught me by surprise. So I've had a lot of fun. Now I know what we're teaching. We've talked about the 7 trends will come out on Monday. You can get into Style School by joining Lifestyle right now at a very low price. I think it's like, I'm not sure what it is, but it's less than $20 for a month. And whether you're able to stay current with the content and the events, it will all be recorded, published, made evergreen. It's all there. And you certainly aren't doing everything we teach in 1 month. This is a launch pad for this season, spring and summer. You've got several months to play with this as you learn. So the 7 the 7 clothing trends articles that each of us wrote, Jalea, Anne, myself, and Callista wrote that content, taking each of those 7 trends and teaching you how to tweak them true to your type. That comes out Monday. Our kickoff call is on Tuesday as a live broadcast in the Facebook group. And then I am thrilled to share, and many of you have learned of this, that on Wednesday, Diane in Denmark, who is a personal friend, I've met her. I traveled to Denmark and she spent an entire day touring my husband and I around Copenhagen. Loved every second of it. She is joining us to teach getting your closet organized based on our 4-type system. And this is a rare opportunity because she doesn't teach that out in her YouTube world, and she's the master at this. She's so good, and we all love her because she's just so delightful. And when she met us at the train station, of course she had her pom-poms in Copenhagen. It was such an honor to be met by Diane with her pom-poms. That's happening Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So I hope you'll give yourself the Style School experience. Ladies, stop settling for the mediocrity you've accepted in your lives. The world, yeah, we could easily say, well, the world looks like it's going to pot, but your world doesn't have to. And it does require you to, as I used as my mantra in 2020, to wake up, get up, and show up. So getting healthy is important because you're not going to feel like doing things when you don't feel well. And then Style School does give you that kickback. So any questions about anything that we covered today? Okay, Style School right now up until Monday, through the weekend is $19.95. That's what it's at. Any other thoughts, questions? Well, thanks for taking time to tune in. I do what I do because I care about you. I feel called to help. Well, I know if I help women, I help the men and I help the kids. We are such a nucleus of our cultures and definitely our family systems. So grateful to reach to that extent through you. You influence many people and you're making a difference more than you realize, I'm sure. So thank you. We'll see you soon.